You know, we're supposed to go hang out at the VU at the bars. Like, like you can't. And I told him, I'm sorry. I got different priorities now. I'm married. I'm focused on my family. And he was just really upset about that. He was like, oh my god. And
You can continue. Recording device is battery powered.
okay. So and then so yeah, we're catching up. Asking what's new, and like he just seemed upset over the fact that I got married. And and I tell him, like, hopefully he'll get there one day. Like, and then I think he's pretty self conscious that he's kind of getting old. Like, his long hair, his gray hair is growing now. He doesn't seem as attractive anymore. So I think he took his anger against me, and he got really he got really defensive and aggressive against me. So then I told him, like, yo, Billy, relax, all right? You're gonna stress yourself. Just relax. Your blood pressure. Uh, and we just go back and forth. It gets a bit hot. It gets a bit heated. And then Billy, he pushes me. He shoves me. So then I tell him, hey, Billy, you cannot do this. I'm a married man now. I gotta defend myself and my wife. I can't defend my wife if I can't defend myself. So now push him back. And then he swings at me. He punches me. He's just angry. He's rabid at the mouth. He's foaming. And then I'm I fought back. I pushed him back, and I told him, relax, Billy. I ordered him. I screamed at him, relax, just relax, just chill out. And he refused. He didn't want to. He swung again. At that moment, like there's a few other LEOs like rushing over us in the motor pool. Uh, they're just there. Uh, and then poor Billy, and then eventually he trips over his own footing. He trips or something, and then he falls on the ground. And then he fell, I believe, on his back. Uh, you know, we I noticed that I noticed that he was he like I wouldn't say making weird noises, but it wasn't like him. I seen Billy. He took a bunch of falls in his career, and and this one was different. So I look over him. I started trying to wake him up. He probably fainted. He probably fell asleep. He probably on low blood sugar or something. And uh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to recollect my thoughts. So yeah, me and Charles, we're trying to wake him up, and then at that time, we're in a motor pool. A bunch of cars start coming in from a previous call, I guess. And so I want to say about three maybe four cars approach. The first three or the first two cars, they avoid us. All right, they avoid us, no problem whatsoever. The last car, the Explorer, intentionally sped up and swerved into us. All right, they hit me, they hit Charles, they hit Billy. Poor Billy. Poor defenseless Billy. You guys got the wrong guy. I've been framed. You guys got the wrong guy.
Eric, shush.
Alrighty.
I shouldn't be here.
Let me step back to the part where you said you and Danger were trying to wake him up. Did he have a pulse?
I don't know.
Were you performing CPR?
No.
Was Danger performing CPR?
I wouldn't know. You're gonna have to ask him. I don't know.
Wait, you were there
Did
and
you
you can't.
witness Charles Danger perform CPR?
I don't recall. I don't know. I don't. I don't know.
When you say you were trying to wake him up, can you describe what actions you were taking in order to do that?
Just like a little slap in the face, like a little light slap. Like, hey, buddy, wake up. Hey, hey, baby. Like, come on, buddy.
Who else was present on scene?
Like, and at that moment or overall.
Overall, who else did you see around that could possibly be a witness to the situation to corroborate your side of events?
Charles Danger, Sergeant Rice, Lieutenant Krieger, Etio, uh, some other cop. I forgot his name. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. He might be a new hire around here.
PBSO or LSPD?
LSPD, yeah, LSPD. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. At what point did you notice that Billy wasn't breathing?
Until the doctor said he was dead. Until I saw him in a surgery room and I saw him, there.
Was he breathing when you were on the? You said you were slapping his face. Was he breathing?
I don't know. It all happened to, I don't know. I wasn't really checking for, I was just like, hey, buddy, wake up, like, haha.
Okay. Who was driving the Explorer that came through?
It was Peter, that fucking maniac. I don't know why he's driving. That man has
Just
one arm.
Eric. They asked a name.
Repeatedly,
It was
correct?
Peter. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
How exactly did the vehicle hit Billy's body? Like what part of Billy's body? What was the outcome
It hit
after?
all of us like a bowling ball in pins. It hit us all.
What was
And
the
everyone-
smart?
Okay.
It
So-
sped up. That thing accelerated. I know for sure that thing sped up. I don't know if he's drunk. I don't know if he's high on duty.
Eric,
know what.
stop.
Okay. So the Explorer has a bit of ground clearance to it, I believe taller than what Billy's body would have been on the ground. What part of Billy's body did the vehicle run over? Was Billy's body horizontal in front of the vehicle, or
It was vertical.
okay?
It was vertical, I believe. Yeah. So it for sure seen it. Going. Every other car saw it. Every other car saw us there. They all avoided us. And the Explorer, it swerved right onto us.
Okay. Did it drive over the body, or like did the middle of the
Yes.
vehicle drive over the body, or did the tires
It hit
drive
us
over
all.
the body?
It hit us all. I don't remember. Like, it hit me. It knocked me down. I had to
Eric,
compose
listen
myself.
to the question as it pertains to Billy.
Did
Any portion of the tires of the vehicle hit Billy's body?
I believe so, yes.
And what portion of his body did it hit?
His head, because his body was was facing towards the garage door, and that's where the Explorer came in from.
So just to confirm one more time, the tires of the vehicle drove over Billy's head.
I would assume so. Yes, I believe so.
Okay, is that an assumption, or did you witness that happen?
Well, I was looking over at Billy. I was on his left side. I was on his left over his body, and that's when all the cars came in from behind us. And then this Explorer, I heard it revs, and it just, it bumps into all of us.
Okay. Well, I'm hopeful the doctors will be able to tell, and I'm pretty sure there'd be pretty clear signs to the body if his head was driven over. So, and if that is in fact what happened, I'm sure the medical results will bear that out. Ben, do you have any other questions? Reddington, anything you got as well?
No. I think we covered pretty much all of it, unless Reddington's got anything.
Just to confirm, you said there was vehicles that came through, and Peter was one thing.
I'm sorry. Repeat that again.
How many vehicles did you say came in before Peter?
I want to say 3 or 4, at least 3 to 4.
All right, and
Could be
you
3,
said
could be
that
4.
You weren't aware of Billy's breathing until after he was given medical.
Yeah, yeah. No, I immediately called medical. Like as soon as he was standing up, I immediately called EMS. You know, they came in. You know, they did their thing. You know, they put him in the stretcher. They put him in the ambulance. You know, we went to the SMH. Doctor immediately took him to the back room. I stayed in the hallway. And you know, he stepped out moments after and gave us the news.
Hmm.
And when Billy started pushing you, what was your first thought?
I told him to relax.
All right, but
I
what
told him
were
to
you
eat a
thinking?
Snickers. What was I thinking?
Yes.
I was thinking that he should relax. He was getting
No
out of
anger?
hand. Uh, repeat that, Michael.
No anger?
No, not necessarily. No, I got nothing to be angry about. I'm a happy married man. Life is good.
And why did you continue to engage with him after he started pushing you?
You know, because he's my friend. You know, I want to get to him. You know, it's clear that he has some troubles. It's clear that he has some insecurities. I
Eric,
think he's.
answer the question and stop.
Repeat the question, Michael.
Why did you not disengage with him whenever he started pushing you?
I mean, I did. I told him to relax. He pushed me like twice, I believe. You know, like he was aggressive.
And at no point in time did you think to just step away so he can cool off?
Uh, you know, in you know, poor Billy got arrested. So he's a very tenured officer in this here. I would assume he would have the how do I phrase this? Um, I believe Billy is very capable of himself to realize to know that he's wrong.
But should you not also, being a fellow officer, know when to disengage?
Yes, and you know I tried. I stood my ground. I told we exchanged words. Like Billy, you had to relax. You had to calm down. You know.
All right. And what point did you call for medical? Was it before or after Peter hit him?
It was I believe before. I'm pretty sure.
Before?
Maybe before. I actually I don't remember now.
Any
Oh, I
chance of you
couldn't-
giving an estimate on how long before?
Like no more than a minute, I would assume.
All
Oh,
right. And did
It
you,
happened pretty quick. It's either a minute before, or a minute after, or immediately after. It's
Okay.
basically before or after.
and did you
wouldn't know.
311 or 911 or call over radio?
I call over radio. I got on radio, called for immediate 52s.
All right. And what channel were you on during that time?
Channel 2.
Did you say anything else to EMS over radio when you made the 52 request?
I believe word for word, I said EMS from PD requesting immediate 52s, MRPD motor pool. And then I emphasized on immediate.
Why did you feel the need for immediate 52s?
It's a butter and blue, you know? Even if he stubbed his toe, even if he got shot in the chest, I would call for immediate.
But you already knew something was wrong by the time he went down from the sound, and then you wanted immediate EMS?
The second I feel anyone needs any sort of medical treatment, I want them ASAP because I'm
That answer is sufficient.
And did you update EMS after the fact whenever he was ran over?
yeah. I told him I told him what happened. I told him that he slipped, he fell on his
That
head,
answer
and
is
then,
sufficient.
How long after you called for EMS did EMS arrive on scene?
No more than a minute, less than a minute, pretty quick. I assume. The hospital's around the corner.
We said it was less than a minute after you called for EMS that he had gotten run over. How much time between him getting run over and EMS being on scene was there? Or was EMS already on scene?
No. It was pretty short. It was pretty. I don't know the exact timing. I wouldn't know.
Okay. But EMS arrived after the fact or before that?
Before the fact or after the
Before
fact of
before he got run over.
what? After. I believe after. Yeah. It should be after. Yep, after.
Okay. Final question from me. You seemed very aware of what was happening around you, being able to count up to about three to four cars, along with the amount of people and who was around you during the time. But your focus doesn't seem to be on Billy. Is there any reason for that?
We will not be answering that question at this time.
Okay.